Yeah, the people only spent 100K on a magazine because of 420. The only thing higher than that bid was the bidder, am I right? Nailed it, CCT. Absolutely nailed it. Oh, we've all had 24 hours now to digest day 1 of the Heritage Signature. We're now gathered here today for day 2. Welcome in, everybody. 2 minutes till showtime. Doing fantastic, Rap Heaven. If you guys follow the Instagram, if you're in the Discord, you saw yesterday after the auction, I was able to go get myself a pizza. Actually bought a premium pizza. I went off the gourmet menu. It had sausage, pepperoni, ham, and some other meat on. And extra pizza sauce, because I don't fuck around. It's like $37 Canadian, I think, for a large pizza. What is that, like 28 US? It's like pretty fucking expensive for a pizza, I'll be honest, but hey. We were living large. We were living large. And I still got half the pizza left. So as soon as the auction ends today, I'm going to be going right back into it. Yeah, you got to get extra sauce on a pizza. Especially if you're getting a heavy meat pizza, you need the extra sauce to balance it. Yeah, GBO metric. We didn't get the lobster and champagne, but we were able to get a pizza. Congrats on the pizza. Very impressive. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Big win of the auction yesterday was definitely the pizza. The other bidders didn't see it, but I had a real eye for the prize yesterday. But today, if you don't know, today we are getting NES games, a little bit of Atari, and Super Nintendo. So day 3 is happening tomorrow, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow we'll have Game Boy, N64, GameCube, PlayStation, Sega, and anything else that squeaks its way into the signature. Today is going to be Atari, NES, and Super Nintendo. Some of the most interesting things that are going to take place today are the Super Mario Kart prototype, currently sitting at, I can't see it now, it's mixed all the day. There it is, sitting at 4,320 right now for the Mario Kart prototype, as well as a qualified 85 NES system and a qualified 75 Atari. So those are the ones that I'm most interested in today. There's, of course, rare games across the board. It's going to be interesting to see what happens today. We're going to be interesting to see if prices today maybe bounce higher than they did yesterday. Not on the extreme side, but in more of the normal thing. More of a normal person auction today. Not quite the millionaire spectacle that was yesterday. And of course, tonight's auction is sponsored by Heritage Auctions. If you're interested in consigning for the next signature auction, details are in the description of the video. It will be taking place July 27th to 29th. Consignment deadline is in June. So if you want to get into a showcase, a signature, of course, expensive, rare video games, you can reach out using this link in the description. Get free referrals, or get a free appraisal. I get the referral. But get the free appraisals there, reaching out using the link videogames@ha.com. If you have any questions regarding the consignment process, hit the like button, get comfy. We have, I think, right around 100 games today to auction off, and tomorrow another 80 or 90. Whew. Auction week in America continues.
$260.
Pizza must hit different here. That $37, that's almost a graded magazine. I know. 37 Canadian. That's only like 27 US. It's not outrageous, but yeah, it's because once you order on Skip the Dishes, I think the subtotal was only 27 Canadian, and then you add on like bullshit fucking tax, service fee, delivery fee. You know what I mean? I hate using Skip, but I wasn't going out last night. We had like a snowstorm the past 2 days, so I wasn't going out.
Fair warning.
Here's DuckTales, starting off here with computer games. I think we have 4 big box PC games today, starting with DuckTales, The Quest for Gold. This is for just PC, 1990, I guess. Yeah, just PC.
$60.
Beautiful box. Beautiful box. Pushing up into $400 here.
Fair warning.
Oh, and now that we've had 24 hours to digest the thoughts there, how do we feel about yesterday's signature? Did any of you guys pick up anything? Any big wins we need to report? I know Squeaks grabbed himself the Diablo, I'm pretty sure, and then also a League of Legends yesterday. I don't know if anyone else was any winners. Someone grabbed the Donkey Kong Country 2. That was like 13,000 for the 9.88 plus. That was crazy. Any of you guys else win anything? There was some cheap stuff yesterday. At least some stuff in the $1,000 to $5,000 range. You can see already DuckTales here ended at 420 into Magic Johnson's Basketball 85 plus. This is already 1/3 of the price of the lowest item that sold yesterday. So just to give you more of a vibe on how today's auction is going to go versus yesterday. 420 is already 1/3 of the lowest price from yesterday. Magic Johnson's Basketball, again, very cool PC game here, 1990, 85 plus, big box. Just tied to Magic Johnson. So that alone makes it something, right? Do I have anything in my eye tonight? Maybe White Wolf, but again, I'm going to kind of be lowballing if I do toss in bids. So if I'm tossing bids at something, it'll be probably quite a bit underneath a fair market value. There's some items tomorrow as well where I'm going to be tossing some bids, but I just don't. Right now, I can't go very aggressive. Like I said, I need to get my tax number. I need to know where my finances are at.
Fair warning.
Then I'll be feeling much more confident again to bid. Today, we're going with Zero Sugar.
Next lot.
Zero Sugar Rockstar on deck today.
$460.
Magic Johnson's Basketball closes at $312. Into Space Quest 4.
Fair warning.
I don't know. It's a VGA 90, which is incredible. Vintage Sierra PC there. Sells for $528. Space Quest 4, Roger Wilco and the Time Rippers. Space Quest is a franchise I know nothing about. Just before my time. And here's Turtles on the PC. VGA 80. You nabbed your 5th copy of Magic? Magic what, Power Collectors? Nabbed your 5th copy of Magic. Oh, today won't be that long at all. We are already 1/25th way through the auction. Every game that sells is 1% of the auction. We have 101 total on the board today. We should be out of here, depending on how the bidders treat it, we should be out of here in an hour 10 is going to be my estimate. An hour 10. Here's the first bigger one on the auction. 8.0A early Atari Mario Bros. Closes at $2,460. This, of course, is the 83 release. This one right here is the 87 release. When they're side by side, it's pretty obvious. You can see just how different the boxes are there. Always worth keeping your eyes open for the 83 release. Even CIB, good condition, the 83 release is worth picking up. So, $2,400 for the 83. The 9.0A plus 1987 goes for $1,200 there.
Fair warning.
8.0A plus actually just sold this.
Next lot.
Wow. Okay. 2460. This we just saw an 8.0A plus of this sell for 2460 a month ago, 2 months ago. Holding up pretty well in price actually. The 9.0A plus just sold. The 9.0A plus 87 did quite worse. This cut in half. This just sold 2 months ago for 2,300. So right there. Good pickup for someone on the 87 Mario Bros on Atari. Still Mario. So. Oh, I missed the Atari! No way! This one went so quick, my god. I did one price check and we missed the fucking Atari console. It was a VGA 75 qualified Atari, which finding an actual brand new, never opened Atari system, like, you know what I mean? That's going to be incredibly difficult. So this is a 6-switch earlier model. $5,000 to get yourself the 75 qualified. Qualified being that it was opened, but everything inside is brand new. And into NES we go. That's it for the pre-NES stuff. So Blades of Steel 9.4B plus goes for $1,200. Bases Loaded 4 9.4A for $1,140. We're kind of flying through this auction. I'll be honest, we're 10% of the way done already. Breakthrough is a VGA 80 plus. 1 second here. False alarm. So with this is a non-Rev A early print of Breakthrough. Extremely hard to find this print, factory sealed. First time offering the game. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, so with Breakthrough, you can get later prints. I think factory sealed is still very hard, but getting the non-Rev A first release of this game is just, it's a rarity in itself. And it's pushing its way up to $2,200 actually. Doing pretty freaking well, I think. Breakthrough, obviously a little bit more of a niche game. So.
Fair warning.
The popular PC games are so specific and everything else is worth zero. Yeah, Snaw, I kind of agree with you, man. Like, I kind of agree with that take. Assumedly, Tring, games should be cheaper today, but overall the games offered today are also lower grade, a little less desirable type thing. So in general, everything will err to the cheaper side. But this breakthrough at 2760 for an 80 plus, stuff is still going to sell well today, no doubt. I think that's a strong sale on breakthrough personally. 2760 there. Here's Captain Planet and the Planeteers 9.28 plus.
$750.
HA pushing me to Rockstar on the auctions to give you a break. Next thing, eBaying for Loco just to keep up.
$800.
I wish. Rockstar is the next sponsor we need to get for this live stream. Good God, even if they could just send me a couple cases of some sugar-free Rockstar. Oh, that'd be fantastic. That would be fantastic.
Next lot. $900.
Captain Planet and the Planeteers goes for 990 into Simon's Quest is a 9.48 plus. Nice copy of Simon's Quest coming up.
1,300.
Basically the meme Castlevania game of the three, but still Simon's Quest. You'd love to watch VGA grade something qualified, just no way to prove something was never used? Yeah, assumedly there's methodology, Harry. But I agree with you. I would love to watch it as well, and I would like more information about the qualified process. Not something that I personally go for myself, but there are some instances, like, you know, getting a boxed Atari console that is qualified is still incredibly impressive.
$1,100.
Simon's Quest goes for 1,680, and we'll do a quick little price comp on this. 9.48 plus is a pretty nice copy. And we can see the last time a 9.48 plus sold was 3,240 3 months ago. Today, 1,680. 50% drop in 3 months on Simon's Quest is actually kind of fucked up. Is this the same copy? No, it's not. Different copy of the game. Jesus Christ, Simon. Oh, man. Might be some deals today. Might be some deals today. Simon's Quest for 1,680. Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. First print with that little splash on it there that says you can win a trip to Dracula's hometown.
Next lot. $650.
Dracula 3 ends at 1,440. Yeah, Simon frickin' blew it out here. Come on, Simon. Here's Chiller, 9.6A plus. One of the more notorious unlicensed games on NES because it's extremely violent. Yeah, it's hard to believe a gruesome game like Chiller even appeared on the system. And I'm pretty sure this is even censored down from the original Chiller, I think. Yeah, it was toned down, exactly. Okay, so the arcade original has even more blood, more gore in it. This unlicensed release of the game on NES has less violence and less gore, but is still one of the most violent games on the system. So, Chiller, if you don't know about it, it's worth Googling about. You can watch a YouTube video. It's interesting. It's just interesting it exists and has always been one of the more notorious unlicensed games on the system.
Next lot. $240.
Chiller goes for 1,260, 9.68 plus. That's really cool. That's really cool. It's a game that I would personally like to own, actually. Really neat. City Connection, 9.8A plus. Yeah, hit the like button. Really helps out the stream. It sure does. You were having that discussion yesterday. The top 20 to 30 PC games are stonks. The rest to be determined, but not looking great. Yeah, Super Junk, I feel like you just go into such a niche world of like people who are collecting PC games that weren't necessarily like early PC. Maybe I'm wrong. This is just me spitballing here. Didn't seem to have nearly the penetration, like market penetration that NES, Super Nintendo, and the actual consoles did. Like, my family didn't even have a PC until $800. 1998, 1999, maybe? So everything that was released prior, you know what I mean? I didn't even know existed. I'm 30 years old. I guess I'm a bit young, but... what did we see? This is a hang tab Clue Clue. 8.5 CIB. Jesus. Sells for $1,000. Here's a 9.2 complete in box Contra. I just wanted to see what sold today. Like, we're talking DuckTales, The Quest for Gold, Magic Johnson's Basketball, Space Quest 4, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Are any of these actually, like, big, popular PC games? Or, like Magic Johnson, other than it being Magic Johnson's Basketball, did anyone actually play it? Does anyone actually care about it? Disney's DuckTales is DuckTales, but, like, I don't know how many of these early PC games actually have relevance other than being tied to the IP. I'd love to hear more thoughts on that if you guys have any. Cowboy Kid, extremely rare on the NES. 9.2A plus from the Carolina Collection, baby. This should be right from the early then, hey? There are 3 copies higher. There can't be more than 10 on the pop report, period. How many times we've seen Cowboy Kid here? 9.0A plus $1,800. 9.4A plus $3,120.
$1,800.
Did we not see the Carolina Collection copy before? That's crazy. I don't think we have.
$1,900.
Oh, it's pushing up into 2,200. So like $3,120 is the 9.4A plus from November. We're getting pretty close at this point. We're looking for $2,400. You're 21 days clean from energy drinks? No, don't be a quitter. Don't be a quitter, dude.
Next lot. $1,600.
There's gingerbread and candy cane Mountain Dew? Wow, I didn't know that either. Cowboy Kid goes for $2,340. Holding up not too bad at all there. And the complete in-box. Complete in-box Contra. $1,320. Whew. 9.2 complete in box. Jesus. Disney's DuckTales, also complete in box. 9.4 overall. 9.2 box, 9.6 manual, 9.4 cartridge. That's wow. Oh my god, the price too. 9.4 CIB. We're pushing up to $2,400.
$1,200.
$2,280. That's crazy to me. Like, you know what I mean? When you get down to like the cost you can buy an average copy of DuckTales for, and then you see this goes for $2,280, it's like, whoa. 9.68 plus here on Double Dragon 2.
$1,400.
Don't agree on the PC comment. If someone is willing to pay $7,000 on a Tigger game, which is just, yeah, which is POS,
fair warning. Just
because it graded 10, then everything has value. PC games are very nostalgic for many collectors, including you.
$1,400.
You've seen a video where the dude gets his played World of Warcraft graded. One didn't get graded and the other did. Both had been used. Nice. Always love to hear it. Duck Hunt is a 9.0 CIB matte sticker first print. So if you didn't get yourself a factory sealed one yesterday, which only went for $120, no excuses, why didn't you bid? You can get yourself a 9.0 CIB today. 8.5 box, 9.2 manual, 9 cart. I have to assume it's going to see a little bit of love based on the sale yesterday, but we'll see. We're pushing our way up to $2,000 right now. And that's where it closes at, actually. Again, right, relativity here. This is a 9.0 matte sticker first print Duck Hunt. It did sell for less than Disney's DuckTales in 9.4. Seems kind of crazy to me.
$600.
Oh, Friday's going great, Gym Leader John. Going fantastic.
$700.
Love that we get to stream here 3 days in a row for the auction. Sealed SMB1 had tons of it. I'll pay you $1 mil to find 10 sealed first print King's Quest games. As a PC collector, you're not super bullish on the titles that released on console. That doesn't stop me from buying them, though. I think the average collector will always choose the console release, though.
$700. $800.
Yeah, who else is excited for Home Improvement? What is it, Home Improvement, the quest for power tools? I mean, it's an absolute meme of a game, but I think it's over $1,000. Hard to find Home Improvement on Super Nintendo. You have 300 sealed big box game Elysium. Oh my god.
Fair warning. $1,100.
Josh, you didn't get breakthrough. No one in chat has claimed it yet. I thought it sold pretty damn strong, honestly. Like, I know it's obviously an NES rarity, but $2,760, I think is pretty freaking strong.
$500.
I think that's a strong sale for breakthrough. Curious to hear your thoughts on that, Josh. Here is Elevator Action. It's a distributor seal with a reseal on it, I guess. No Rev A copy, non-hang tab. It's an early print, not the first print. 9.2. I don't know how to gauge this. Apparently the market kind of likes it, though. Like, this pushed it all the way up to $1,800. I personally don't know what to do with something like this. And you can see that it even gets the green qualified label here.
$900.
Which this green label, essentially, if you see this on a game, read what it says. That's like what the green label means on CGC. It's a qualified grade. It means, like, fucking look at what it says, because there's something interesting, wrong. There's something about it. So that's what a green label means on CGC. I don't know. 9.2 distributor seal. $1,800. I think it's a strong sale on it. But I know if it was an H seam, it's freaking expensive as hell. But maybe I'm just, you know, maybe I'm a distributor seal hater. But Felix the Cat was a 9.6 A+ there. Carolina Collection again, going for almost $3,000. Here's Final Fantasy 8.5 A+ CGC.
Fair warning.
Yeah, it just feels like we get into the world of like glorified CIB at this point, or like a qualified, really. Right? This should just be a VGA qualified, essentially.
Fair warning.
I don't know, man. It's such a weird state. It's a weird spot. You think it's solid, but you got to take what you can get on that title? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Felix was a deal. We just saw 9.4 A+ for $3,800. Oh my god, Felix was a great deal, yes. 9.4 A+ sold for $3,800 3 months ago. Today, the 9.6 A+ sells for $1,000 less. Whew, someone grabbed themselves a very nice copy of Felix there. Final Fantasy, the 8.5 A+ sells for $2,280. This is complete in box. First print? Should be first print. 9.2 box, hang tab, Ghosts and Ghouls, impossible to find. Wow. 9.0 overall, $2,400. Very, very, very cool. But WoW did not, like, no discount at all there on Ghosts and Goblins. Very cool NES game. A game that I actually, like, I've played a lot of Ghosts and Goblins. Very cool. Here's a sealed one now. 8.0 B+, much later production. Much later production on this one. But factory sealed. 8.0 B+, we're pushing our way up to $3,000 here.
Fair warning. $2,600.
Also, actually think it's crazy people are bidding this much, but also do buyers intend on sending their graded games back to WATA when the new case comes out? It's gonna be mixed bag. It's a lot of dead money if you go to recase everything monotone, you know what I mean? Like, imagine you just take a PSA card collection and like recase them all. Even at $10 a pop, it's like, man, that's a lot of money just to get stuff recased. So there's definitely going to be some people doing some things, but I don't think it's going to be like a mass, like, oh my god, we got to send everything back. But there'll definitely be some people who do. Ghosts and Goblins, the factory sealed one, goes for $3,360. Still brought in more than the first print there at $2,400. Factory sealed Ghosts and Goblins, that's really cool. Just want to see if there are quick comps here as well. Oh wow, 7.0 B+ hang tab, $3,300. Where do we get to? Oh, we're already back in 2019, so we've only seen it 4 times factory sealed, Ghosts and Goblins. Across all variants, 4 times. Great. Here's Goal 2. Rare NES release. 1992 late Goal 2. Of course, the follow-up to the hit sequel, Goal. Or the hit single. The only thing better than Goal was Goal 2.
$1,200.
And Goal 2 is getting some... it's a 9.8. Never mind. It's a 9.8 A+. This probably should sell for a lot more. 9.2A August sold for $1,140. Again, we've only seen 4 copies come up since 2019. Yeah, this probably should go for more, frankly. Yeah, I like Goal. Exactly, Eric. $1,560 for the 9.8 A+. That's crazy. That's crazy. I have to assume that's the only one that will exist for that period ever. Let's check the pop report on that one quick. This is factory sealed 9.4A late or even the last production. It's close. Very late release on Golf here with the oval. Still black box factory sealed 9.4 though. Yeah, Goal only has 5 on the pop report, and this 9.8 is the highest by far. Yeah. Really cool game for someone who likes... for anyone out there still collecting all of the NES games or rare NES games, they gotta be like super happy to pick up Goal 2. And 9.8 A+. Pretty crazy. Golf there went for $2,640, the 9.4A later release. Gotcha, 9.8 A+.
$650.
No Rev A copy. Oh my god, this is early production Gotcha here.
$750.
9.8 A+ early production on Gotcha. There's Rev A and no Rev A on this game. And for the unsealed folks out there, finding a 5-screw Gotcha cart is like one of the grail pieces. Extremely difficult to find gotcha 5-screw.
$1,000.
So that's everything I know about gotcha.
$1,100. $1,200. $1,300.
The no rev A copy is 13 on the pop report. This is the highest one out of them all.
Fair warning.
I don't know what Goal 2 is as a game. Never played it. Never played it. You paid $1,200 for a 9.2 goal? Did you upgrade, Josh? You should have just upgraded, dude. You should have just upgraded. Gyromite was an 8.0 matte sticker first release there for $990. Gotcha ends at $1,440. Here's the Harlem Globetrotters 9.6A plus. This should be the highest one, I assume. Yeah, 0 copies are graded higher out of just 6. Yeah.
Fair warning.
Think that with the new WADA cases, the old ones may increase? No, I don't think so, White Wolf. The vast majority of stuff is in old cases. I don't think we'll see a price difference on them for years, if any does kind of develop. It'll be years down the road, though, if there's any kind of price difference between the two case designs.
Fair warning.
State of the market video will be interesting, at least for the high end. There's no air up there, man. There's no air in the high end. If you're in the high end and you were... yeah, man, if you're a high-end seller at this point, you need, like, the air mask. You need the air mask on the plane, because there's no air up there, man. I think we only had 2 games cross the 100K mark. We might get to the next signature where, like, there's nothing over $100,000. Might happen. Hogan's Alley 9.2A plus. Harlem Globetrotters closed at 960 there for the 9.6A plus. Hogan's is a mid-production of the game. Not a hang tab print. Does have Rev A. Still is a circle seal of quality, though.
Next lot. $950.
That's a good question, Josh. How many cross 10K? I'll have to look.
$1,000.
I don't know if you can, Trevor, tell if gotcha's a 5-screw or not. You can probably x-ray it, but... should be a goal of mine, yeah.
Fair warning.
It certainly should be, Steve Craig.
$1,100.
It was like 45 last time. Have you and Matt been keeping track of stats like that, Josh? I stopped making spreadsheets on the signatures.
$460.
The gotcha was a 3-screw.
$460.
Hogan's closed at $2,400 there. Jaws was a 9.6A oval. Went for $1,200. And here's Jeopardy, 9.4A. First production on the game. This is the first time they've offered a first production Jeopardy. Interesting enough. And it is pushing its way up to $1,000. We finally won't see Jeopardy at the very bottom of the auction.
Fair warning. $850. Fair warning. $900.
I assume he's asking you how you know it was a 3-screw. Not that how do you know there were 45 games. I assume he's asking you about the 3-screw, Josh.
Next lot. $850.
The Jeopardy closed at $1,000. Yeah, there we go. Some bounce back for Alex Trebek. Some justice for Jeopardy. Hashtag justice for Jeopardy. Trended on Twitter. Here's Kickmaster 9.4A plus. Only one's graded higher on the WADA Pop report for December. 9.4A plus. Again, just a hard to find NES game. 1992 release. It is also Tato, so it has the cult following there. And I think Kickmaster is actually a good game. Pretty sure I've heard people say it's actually a good game. That always helps too.
$1,300. $1,400.
Yeah, the 6K League Sale DJ Cups was actually bought yesterday by someone in the chat. I don't know if you followed the Pokemon world at all, but that was bought by Squeaks Game World yesterday. So the Kick 6, and the seller is also in the chat, or was in the chat, so... yeah, it's a real sale on the 6K there. He was happy to pay it. He was happy to sell it. I don't know if it's replicable or not, but hey.
Fair warning.
WADA x-rays it to know if it's a 3 or 5 screw.
Next lot. 1,000.
You put a high bid on Kickmaster, but guess you'll wait. It went for 1,680 there for the 9.4A plus. Is that
$2,200.
is that a lot on Kickmaster?
$2,000.
It doesn't feel insane to get yourself such a nice copy, but Poop Slinger is tomorrow, Jared. Poop Slinger is tomorrow. PlayStation, Game Boy, Sega, N64 is all taking place tomorrow, including the Grail Poop Slinger. It's at the very end of the auction almost. Kid Clown in Nightmare World, 8.5A. Really tough to find NES game. Really tough to find.
$320.
Kickmaster sold 9.4A plus. We hardly ever see Kickmaster come up actually, so there's not even much to go off of. 1,680 for the 9.4A plus is 9.6A peaked out at 3,800 almost a year ago.
$40.
Otherwise, there's just not much to go off of. Kickmaster only has 8 on the pop report. This is the second highest graded copy that exists that sold tonight. 1,680 for it doesn't feel terrible. But obviously not, you know, it's not nothing. It's value, but it didn't like blow up or anything. Kid Clown went for 3,360. I'm just going to see if Heritage has some quick comps for us down here as well. 8.5A plus last sold for 3,840. 8.5A, 3,360. Kid Clown basically hit its November comp.
$600.
Kid Clown not doing bad at all. All the way back in 2019. Hey, 9.4A went for 4,200 bucks. Good old Kid Clown. Like I said, just very rare NES. Speaking of, here's Clash Ball. Not nearly as rare as Kid Clown, but a very uncommon game in its own right. Third time offering it, highest of them all. Covers by Greg Winters. Not a game I know basically anything about other than it's hard to find CIB and factory sealed. Clash Ball pushes its way up to 960. Yeah, that's solid for Clash Ball, honestly. Here's Kung Fu, 8.5A. It is a Rev A mid-production copy of the game.
$2,400.
The most expensive thing for Aang was the Duck Hunt at 120K, and then underneath that was actually the Nintendo Power Magazine at 108K. Those were the two biggest from yesterday, and the only two items that did cross the 100K mark. I can't remember what the next one was. Was it soccer at 66? Did anything go higher than soccer yesterday? There were only a few items that went above 50,000 even.
Next lot.
The Mario Hang Tab, 96. Thank you, Josh. There it is. I figured I was missing something. Yes, we had 3 games right in that $100,000 range.
Fair warning.
The Kung Fu 8.5A ends at 3,120. Here's another... never mind. That was a complete in-box Zelda 9.0 Rev A copy. Compared to what we have seen some other copies of Zelda CIB mid-production sell for, this 9.0 is an absolute deal. We've seen like 7.5 copies sell for $400, $500. This is... Now you're going to tell me the 9.0 can only bring in $1,000? Fucking, the price of graded CIB is just unhinged right now. It is unhinged. There's no logic between sales. Maniac Mansion, 9.0 B plus on this. Probably not, Farang. Probably not. We've seen a lot of Nintendo Power magazines coming through Heritage in lower grades, like 7.0 to 8.0, and they basically sell for nothing. Like, it's the cost of the magazine plus grading. A lot of people are even losing money still with Nintendo Power by grading copies that just aren't... Like, if you want to grade a Nintendo Power magazine, it has to be mint. So, it has to be mint.
Fair warning.
So if you buy a random copy off Amazon or eBay, it's very unlikely it's going to be worth your time.
Fair warning. Next lot.
What made me sell Kung Fu over Donkey Kong Jr.? Heritage, I sold Kung Fu because I don't think it has any kind of actual... Like, there's no character attached to it. So I kept Donkey Kong Jr. because it's, well, Donkey Kong, right? So my thought was that if we go like 5-10 years into the future, Donkey Kong Jr. has a higher chance of maintaining relevance and increasing in price versus Kung Fu, or even Hogan's Alley was the other one I got rid of as well. That's what I was hoping for. So I kept Excite Bike, Donkey Kong Jr., and I held one other one. I think I have one other black box. Fuck, I can't even remember now. Donkey Kong Jr., Excite Bike. I don't know. Maybe I don't. Oh, God. Can you tell I have too much shit? 9.0 Mario Bros. Arcade there. That is a hang tab copy of the game for $2,280. Maniac Mansion closed at $1,560 into a beautiful copy of Mega Man 3 here. VGA 85+. Yeah, I mean, realistically, Harry, the right play right now, like based on what the market has done, would have been to sell everything. Right. Should have just sold all of them. But, hey.
Fair warning.
Better to have sold some than have not sold any at all. You know, it's not an all or nothing thing. You can get rid of some, keep some, do stuff like that, but the Mega Man 3 85+ ends at $3,120, and I am going to check Mega Man 3 prices here. I think we've even seen an 85+ on Mega Man 3 before. We've seen a 90. The VGA 90 sold for $8,400. That was back in May. What a copies. This 85+ just sold for a little bit less than a 9.6A that sold in February. I would rather have the 85+, I think. So, $700 less than a 9.6A sold for 2 or 3 months ago. This Mega Man 6, 9.6A+. Only one copy is better than it on the pop report, just 36. Arguably, in my opinion, I think it's the best Mega Man cover art, actually. I'd go heavy enough to say that, of the NES Mega Mans. Pushing its way up to 3,600 here, 9.6A+ on it. The Pokemon auction is going insane right now, 150K for an uncut sheet, Jesus. Right, the Pokemon signature is taking place right now too, my god. Maybe everyone's at the Pokemon signature, so us gamers can get some deals. Yeah, exactly, Chris. Let the Pokemon people go over there, exactly. Hopefully they can all be distracted then. There's a lot of crossover between the Pokemon and gaming communities, so if they have something to keep them distracted, good. Should the Metroid go high? I mean, based on the other CIBs we've been seeing so far in Nasuma, yes, this will probably go high. Can we get a quick room tour? Not now. But hopefully I'll do something soon, Farang.
Fair warning.
I'm going to be going through my NES stuff. I think I'm going to ship off a bunch of my CIB NES that I no longer want to consignment. So I'm probably going to do like a keep sell type of video where I'll go through my NES collection, and then maybe once I trim down my collection a bit, I'll do a room tour. Maybe I'll just do a room tour. I don't know. The room is so messy. The room is so messy. You guys would think I'm just a big hoarder idiot. I don't have a nice game room.
Fair warning.
Some stuff is also just not worth selling at certain prices compared to how hard it is to find. Oh, 100%, Trev. Like 100%. 100%. The Metroid went for $1,440.
$500.
Like an uncut 360 room tour equals messy equals views. Maybe. Maybe.
$750.
Maybe. People have wanted a room tour, collection tour for like 2 years now, Farang, so I'm starting to feel like I actually have to do it. The Metroid went for $1,440. What was the box grade on this? This is not a hang tab, it's a mid-production copy of the game, $1,440. 9.2, 9.4. So a true 9.2 there with the 9.2 box, jeez.
$1,000.
That's a nice copy of Metroid CIB there. Here's Monster Truck Rally again. We've seen this have some strong sales.
Fair warning.
Low key, this had some strong sales for such a... Well, I think it's a pretty damn niche game. But I remember being shocked, I think, the first time we saw it come up. Whoops, spelled monster wrong there.
$1,300.
So the Monster Truck Rally. Yeah, it sold for $2,040 the first time we saw the WADA 9.6 come up. Today, the CGC just sold for $1,260, so the price on the game is down. But, like, you know what I mean? For Monster Truck Rally, to get $1,260, I think that's fucking still good. Here's Ninja Gaiden 9.6A plus. Yesterday, someone stole the 9.8 in my opinion. I think it went for 6,600 for the 9.8. The 9.6 just sold for a bit less than half of that.
460.
Here's Pac-Man. Jesus, unlicensed Pac-Man Tenjin 9.8A plus.
650.
That's crazy. Tengen boxes, if you don't know, like these boxes for NES games, these unlicensed ones, they crease if you just look at them wrong. So any kind of unlicensed 9.8 is very impressive. They just don't hold up.
$900.
Yeah, my pants are all over the room because I take them off before each stream, exactly. American Mega Man cover art kind of sucks for the first three? Yes, yes it does. The Mega Man box arts are kind of awful for American. I agree with you fully. That's why Mega Man 6 looks so good, because it was like actually done by Nintendo with American influence. Alright, yeah, maybe these ones have American influence. I don't know. They look awful.
$1,200.
You won the Metroid Inazuma. Holy shit, man. Congrats. That's big. You can sign your 9.0 first print of Metroid, Marty? Hang tab? Is that what you're talking about there with your first print? Are your NES CIBs okay? Recently been picking up CIBs to replace card-only stuff. Great time to spend more money than I should. It's a mixed bag, Chris. It's personal collection stuff, so, you know, I was always trying to upgrade my NES CIBs. I was going for a full set at one point. I got up to 621 unique NES games, when I think 300 or so CIB. So I probably still have 150 to 200 CIBs hanging out. Just a rough estimate, somewhere in there. I think I still have 450 NES games. I've been whittling that collection down for like 2 or 3 years, but I'm so slow at it, and I just get lazy. And that's why I'm finally just going to consign them. Someone else can sell them for me. I'll pay the 5%, whatever the hell the consignment fee is on eBay. And we'll finally get them out of my house, essentially. I just don't care about them anymore. You know what I mean? I just don't care about them anymore. So the Pac-Man 9.8 reached 1,680. You won the Pac-Man. One person pushed you to 800.
Fair warning.
I can't believe you took down the Pac-Man, dude. That's crazy. 1,680 for the 9.8 Pac-Man. Here's Pinball 9.4A.
2,200.
Another black box here, mid-production copy of the game. Where can we check sold Nintendo Power past sales? If you make an account on Heritage Auctions, Farang, you can just like go to the homepage here. I mean, you can also check eBay for CGC sales, but if you just go to the homepage, you can type in Nintendo Power with CGC. And then you can just browse sold listings. The only thing you have to do is make an account to access the archive. But then you can just sort by most recent. And you can see all of the Nintendo Power copies. There's also going to be a bunch of other crap. But see, here's a 9.6, 312 bucks. 9.2, 312. You can just go through and see what other copies have sold for. Get a gauge. But I'm telling you, you really got to get mint condition copies. And even then, I mean, 180 bucks for this. The margins aren't fantastic.
$800.
Pinball 9.4A there went for 2,880. But across eBay and Heritage, you can see a lot of results for CGC Nintendo Powers.
$950. Fair warning.
This is Rambo. Is this... No, Rev A copy. Is there no Rev A Rambo?
Fair warning.
Why can't I remember if there's a no Rev A Rambo or not? I can't remember. It's 1988 release. Maybe there isn't. Unless it's early 88. It was like late 87, early 88 when they did the swap. I don't remember if Rambo made the cut or not. Either way, Sylvester Stallone, there's only 14 sealed copies. This is a really cool game. I would love to own it at some point, but like we're pushing over $1,000 for it.
1,200.
I would love to get Terminator and Rambo on NES, just because like Sylvester and Arnold are fucking great.
1,300.
What ballpark do I think my collection value is in? 250,000 ballpark, I would probably say.
Fair warning.
Probably somewhere in there. I don't know. 200K? Somewhere in there. Oh, it's just Rev A. 87 is the end. Okay, there we go. Just a Rev A on Rambo. Yeah, for some reason I couldn't remember on this one. I mean, I guess I'm asking a lot of myself to remember every single fucking game, but...
550.
No, for the whole collection. For just one game. Whole collection, I would assume. It's so hard, Supyo, because like, who knows what those ones are going to sell for? You know what I mean? Like those really nice ones, what are they going to sell for? I don't know.
$1,200, $1,300.
I do know which one, but what is it? Is it 50,000, 100,000? I don't fucking know.
Fair warning.
So until anything sells, it's like, I don't know.
1,000.
The 9.0 Rambo, though, did bring in $1,500, which seems good. We'll see. We haven't seen it since it's been over a year since we've seen any Rambo at all. 9.2A plus went for $3,300 there.
$550.
9.0A, and this might be the copy. Is this the same one? No way, is it? No, this one has a price sticker on it. So 9.0A back in July 2020 went for $1,320. Today, same grade, goes for $1,500. So Rambo went up and all the way down. We're comping back on July 2020 for Rambo. Kind of cool. Kind of weird.
Fair warning.
Any Little Mermaid today? No. There is no Little Mermaid today in the signature. Mermaid fans be damned. Bart versus the Space. Oh my god. Bart versus the World, sorry. 9.6A plus on this one. Yeah, Rambo's crushing, man. Rambo's crushing. Yeah, 250K, but no legit copy of Windows. Varieties, Farang. Varieties? Oh my god. Priorities, Farang. Priorities. Get your priorities in order. Rev A means they updated the cartridge from 5 to 3 screw. Fuck, I hope that's right. Let me know if I'm wrong, 3 screw. Let me know if I'm wrong, 3 screw sup, yo. I can't talk. My god, I've been live for auctions too long here. Here's Superman though. VGA 80. Early production, round seal of quality. We're pushing our way up to $4,000 on Superman here. Bart versus the World went for $1,440. Only the second time they've offered Superman.
Fair warning. $3,800.
Very cool. Very cool. Let's see what we got for Superman here. I just was getting lost in the Superman box art there.
Fair warning.
What did they call it? Why is Superman not coming up?
$1,600.
Oh, there it is.
$1,700.
So we last saw it November 2020, where an 8.5A sold for $6,600. November 2020 is when we last saw it. There's 4 on the pop report for the early print. This 8.5 copy makes it the second highest. Or sorry, we had VGA, right? Yeah, VGA 80. So second or third highest graded, give or take where it would cross. 4,320 though. That's crazy. Crazy how we just don't see it. Like what? $1988 release there. Superman on NES. Here's Mario Bros. 7.5 gloss sticker second print. 7.0 box, 7.5 manual, 8.0 cartridge. River City Ransom? That didn't sell today, did it? Did I miss it? Oh shit, I did. Wow, 9.48 for $1,560. I was so busy freaking gawking over Sylvester Stallone here. Yeah, so River City Ransom squeaked its way there for $1,560. Mario Bros. Gloss sticker is still climbing. Climbing its way up to $4,500 right here. You bought the last 7.5 for 4.8K?
Next lot.
Looks like it's almost the exact same price here. $4,320, Marty. $4,320 for this gloss sticker, second print.
Fair warning. Next lot.
That was a 5.5. Oh, this is another gloss sticker. Jesus, 5.5 gloss sticker on this one. $1,200 there. So going from the 5.5 up to the 7.5, 3 times. Almost 4 times. 3.5x to go from 5.5 to 7.5 on the gloss sticker Mario. Yeah, maintaining Marty. And now here is a higher grade, but it is a mid-production copy. Still has a hang tab on it. 8.5, 9.0, and 9.2 for the pieces there. 8.5 box.
Next lot.
And the hang tab Mario there. Just a high-grade hang tab Mario. You guys might have something like this hanging out in your own collection. 2,640. Whew. Big sale there, in my opinion. I think that's big anyway for just an 8.5 box hang tab copy. 2640. Fuck. 9.4 on this one. Mario 2, but it is the later production. White oval on this one. 9.4 box, 9.4 cartridge, 9.6 manual. True 9.4 goes for $1,500. And here is a 9.0 left bros. Jesus. 9.0 box, 8.5 manual, 9.4 cartridge.
1,200.
Lower end of the market seems more safe at the moment. Small pool of folks paying 5 to 10K, etc. per game. Yeah, I think that's a product of like all of the speculation investment leaving. So when people don't immediately believe that, like if you don't believe you can spend $20,000 on a video game and it's going to be worth more in 3, 6, 9, 12 months, 3, 6, 9, damn, she fine. If you don't believe you're immediately going to see more value in that, I think a lot of people at those higher end levels just pull back. Because you can just pull back and wait for signs of momentum the exact same as you can, like, spending that much money just to have it sit there and try to passively do it is a lot of opportunity cost.
Fair warning.
Whereas you can just wait for momentum to come back and then, you know, take yourself a chip of the momentum pace rather than sitting on money for nothing. So I do agree that I think at the lower ends of the market, it's a more organic group of people with less speculation.
Next lot.
And it is at the higher end too, but there's just less people in general who can afford to spend those amounts of money. And if one of those people, heaven forbid, they don't show up to the auction, it's like, oh, well, fuck, you know. Is what it is. The Left Bros, $1,440 for the 9.0 CIB. Turtles, 9.6A, $4,320. Didn't we have the same grade Turtles yesterday? Or was it 9.6A plus?
Next lot.
Not there in the listings yet. Turtles 2 was a 9.0A for $1,800. Turtles Tournament Fighter, 9.4A plus from the Mark Friedman collection.
Fair warning.
Goes for $5,280. We just had Turtles Tournament yesterday, didn't we? Oh my god. We've seen so many, man. 1 in January, 1 in February. Now we have 2 or 3 in April. We've seen 5 Tournament Fighters since January. Holy shit. Like, that's insane. 5,280. Like I said, if you actually want to purchase a like rare high-grade Turtles game, we're seeing this flood from the Mark Friedman collection. Once that ends, these will stop showing up. Tournament Fighters is not common. Despite what you see. Fucking insane. Terminator 2 Judgment Day. 9.2A goes for $1,320. Damn. We must not see tournament. We must not see T2 like ever.
Fair warning.
9 on the pop report. This 9.2 copy would be basically the third highest. Wow, 9.8A plus peaked at $10,000 last year.
Warning.
Other than that, we've seen 2 copies come to Heritage. So yeah, we just never see Terminator 2. Crazy. Oh yeah, Duck Hunt and Gyromite are by far the most common. They are, Brian, 100%. I'm pretty sure you can pull matte stickers out of the deluxe set. So that gives them that extra edge of surviving. Used to be a commodity trader. The one thing you learn is there's never a good time to buy. Just buy when shit is going up, right? There's no risk. You just have to buy and sell quickly. Tetris was 9.08 for $552 there. Top Gun was an 85 plus mid-print. 2,640 VGA 85 plus. Top Gun fans. Damn. There is one print earlier than it. You can get a non-Rev A copy of Top Gun. It might not even exist though. Probably very low pop on the first print on that. Trog 9.8 A plus plus. And with Trog here, the highest graded copy of Trog that exists, I believe there's there's also the artwork. Original arcade artwork for Trog coming up in just a few items here. So the game itself sells for $900. You want to see a qualified 1985 pre-deluxe? Harry, I think there's a real one out there floating around. I think there's a non-qualified pre-deluxe. I think. I'm pretty sure I remember it being on eBay for like, I mean, this was years and years ago, a ridiculous price of $100,000. Maybe one of you guys, maybe one of you old timers can help me with that. I'm pretty sure there is a non-qualified pre-deluxe set out there.
Fair
If it
warning.
wasn't a pre one, there's for sure a normal deluxe non-qualified out there. Wayne's World 8.5A, another really late release, 1993 here on NES. Remember, I'm pretty sure Super Nintendo released in 91.
Next
So this is 2 years after Super Nintendo released. We got Wayne's World on the frickin' NES. 8.5A goes for $1,860. Hard game to find, period. Like, even the cartridge is expensive. I have a nice CIB one as well. Well, I shouldn't say nice. My box is kind of worn. The innards are really nice on mine, but my outer box is, you know, you take what you can get. Here's WCW. Just WCW wrestling, I guess. Yeah, just WCW. 9.4A plus. First time offering a sealed copy of the game. That's crazy. Really? Jesus. Went for $1,620.
$480.
9.4A plus on that. That's crazy that we haven't seen this before. Like, what? Really? 9.4A plus on that for $1,620. A game I would never really look twice at, to be honest with you.
$600.
9.6A on an early print first production of Wheel of Fortune.
Fair warning. $650.
The price on yesterday's Left Bros doesn't seem good compared to this one. Yeah, I didn't think that Left Bros sold strong yesterday, Jackie. Unless you're saying it's like solid now. I thought yesterday's Left Bros went low. The CIB one. I think it was like a 9.4 CIB, wasn't it?
$750.
Yeah, get your Mark Friedman TMT copy now, because you won't see another one until the next signature auction in 3 months. Yeah, pretty much Elysium.
Fair warning.
If only you'd got all those NES consoles on eBay early 2020. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, welcome back, Wooden Leg. Welcome back. Day 2, baby. Day 2, day 2, day 2. Wheel of Fortune goes for $900 as well, 9.6A. I think it tied Jeopardy, actually.
Next lot. $1,600.
Zelda 2 Adventure of Link, 9.4 complete in box. Again, just a complete in box copy here. $2,760. This is a factory sealed same grade, right? This is 9.4A. This is the oval versus the early round print. But would you rather have a mint complete in box early print or a fucking factory sealed later print? Same grade, 9.4 versus 9.4A here. The box itself is the same. I think it's crazy that these are so close in price. I would take the factory sealed one without even like thinking about it. I don't know.
Fair warning.
Seems crazy to me.
Next lot.
The sealed copy sold for less. For $360 less. You get the factory sealed oval print versus a complete in-box early. Here's the qualified NES. Orange Zapper later production. Or I guess, yeah, later production Orange Zapper. Yeah.
Next lot.
Qualified, opened, unused contents, $6,600 for the NES there.
Fair warning.
Here's Nintendo Power 1 again, actually. 7.5 copy on this. So we'll see if this gets some love now from the insane sale yesterday. Yes, nah, man. Doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, Jail Warden. I need to sell to the Mint CIB crowd. That's how I feel more and more, is I just need to take my nice CIBs and sell them. Because the price points that they're getting right now are, for myself, irrational. Like, they're just crazy to me.
Fair warning.
So I think I will get my ass on grading some of my CIBs and get them out of here, to be completely honest. Because I would rather own sealed at this point. Not like I ever open a CIB game anyway, right? Like, I emulate almost everything I play anyway. Nintendo Power 7.5 goes for $1,000. Nintendo Power number 31 with Super Metroid here goes for $840. Legend of Zelda Power CGC graded 9.4. What do you think it would go for? Well, this is probably a good comparison right here, Farang.
Next lot.
This is Super Metroid Nintendo Power. Or, no, Metroid 2, sorry. But a very iconic cover. 9.6 went for $840. So if you can get yourself a Legend of Zelda Nintendo Power 9.4, it's going to be somewhere in that $500 to $1,500 range. Like, you do
Fair
really good
warning.
on it. 9.4 is very hard on Nintendo Power, though. Like, that is a very high
Next
grade.
lot.
Here's Super Mario Bros. Valiant comic. $324 for an 8.5 there. Super Mario Bros. Again, another comic special edition. 9.8 goes for 504. Here is the Trog original preliminary arcade artwork. This is the artwork that would go on the marquee above the original arcade cabinet. Different print variant, also probably top of the pop for CIB. The thing with CIB that terrifies me, Jail Warden, is just like, I know with sealed games, people talk about it all the time. Like, oh, there's warehouses out there. Like, oh, you know, you're going to find all these sealed ones. With CIB, it's like, fuck, there probably are some CIBs out there still. Like, how many people have very mint CIB NES games just in their collection that haven't sent them off for grading, right? I think that number has to be kind of large. Am I crazy?
$1,500. $1,600. $1,700.
Battletoads Double Dragon, 9.2A plus. Welcome to Super Nintendo, folks. We only have another 20 or so games to go here. 9.2A plus Japan Double Dragon, though, starts us off.
Fair warning.
Oh, geez, only the second time they've offered this, too. That's wild. Okay. I didn't realize the SNES one was also such a difficult one. Obviously, the NES game is also very hard to come by. $2,000 here. Battletoads Double Dragon. Is this Contra real? Yes? No. Majesco release of Contra 3. Jesus. I thought this was a Mexico release. Or, I thought this was Japan release. 9.4A plus. I was like, oh my god. But it is the Majesco release on that.
Fair warning.
Just want to check the comps on Battletoad Double Dragon. Looks like we last saw 9.2A plus sell for $1,920 in September. That was at Golden Auction, so just sold for $2,000 today. Battletoads Double Dragon holding up very nicely in price, actually.
Fair warning.
What does a 9.6A plus Tamashii go for? What's Tamashii worth these days raw, Matthew? Is that like, what, $3,000? $2,000? A 9.6 copy probably wouldn't bring a massive premium on it versus raw. I would expect like a 1.5 multiplier on it. Because most factory sealed copies of that game probably are in very mint condition. Do you know what I mean? So there isn't as much of a condition nuance. I would expect 1.5, maybe 2 times what a raw one goes for. But 1.5 would be my guess.
$600.
But how much is Tamashii worth these days? I don't keep up with that game. Contra, the Majesco one there, goes for $1,100. Here's Donkey Kong Country 3, 9.0B plus CGC. It is a Japan print of the game, though. Early production here on Donkey Kong Country 3.
$950.
That number is all of the sealed games plus all of the CIB ones, yeah.
Fair warning.
Yeah, we're flying. We're at an hour 3. So I said we'd be here about an hour 10. It's looking like we're going to be closer to an hour 20.
$750.
Here is a prototype of Final Fight 2. I don't know much about prototypes, so I can't really offer you a great description or anything. The video game, what's VGHF? Video Game History Foundation, right? Video Game History Foundation. Yes, there it is. According to Video Game History, they help WATA do prototype variation stuff. They were working directly with WATA. What is the dude's name?
$2,200.
Matthew. No. Yes. In my head, I have Matthew Sorelli, but I don't think that's right. Who's the guy who works at the Video Game History Foundation? He's pretty well known.
Fair warning.
But that guy worked directly with WATA to help with prototype authentication and stuff. So you picked up that 9.6 Tamashii for $1,200. A raw copy is $900. Yeah, you did great, Matthew.
Fair warning.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought. Not much of a premium at all. Not much premium at all. Frank Cifaldi. Jesus, I was kind of close. Frank Cifaldi. Thank you. Yes. Martin Shkreli. Who's Matthew Sorelli now?
$1,600.
No one? Doesn't look like he's anyone. Why'd I have Matthew Sorelli? Weird. Now it doesn't exist. Harvest Moon was also a complete in-box there, 9.4 for $1,800, and the Final Fight 2 prototype goes for $3,000. I remember Frank made a post on Twitter that he was like, I don't remember the full context of the post, but it was essentially like saying that the Video Game History Foundation, along with Frank, was helping Wada help with prototypes and stuff, and everyone just fucking flamed him. Twitter just gave it to him, which is just hilarious. He was helping them like dump the prototypes, make sure that they're online for everyone to have, like doing exactly what you'd hope he does for prototypes for their preservation and history. And Twitter just flamed him. So funny. 9.4 Harvest Moon then went for $1,800. Home Improvement, like I said, not an easy game at all on Super Nintendo. Quite a rare title. $2,160. Illusion of Gaia was a 9.68 for $1,000. And here's Kirby's Dream Course. Only one copy is rated higher. 9.6 A+ Super Nintendo. Pushing its way up to 36. Yeah, Martin Shkreli was the guy who jacked the price of... what did he own? The Wu-Tang CD? Is that what Martin Shkreli bought? Did he buy like that ultra limited Wu-Tang? I feel like that was a Martin Shkreli story.
1,500.
Insulin. Insulin is what he was working with. Yes, insulin.
1,600.
Yes, and he had the Wu-Tang. Yes, that's what I know him for. The Wu-Tang debacle. Fuck. Kirby's Dream Course went for $3,360 in the 9.6 A+. We don't see this come up often. The 9.4 A+ sold in January for $1,920. So this is 1.5 times the price to go from 9.4 to 9.6. Didn't do too shabby at all on Kirby's Dream Course. Mario's Time Machine is 9.4A. Not easy to find on NES. Not easy to find factory sealed on Super Nintendo. Only 10 on the Pop Report, actually. And Player's Choice Legend of Zelda Link to the Past went for $1,800. 9.6 A+. Can't afford an original print because no one can? Get yourself a nice Player's Choice on these ones. Court, you bought the Home Improvement. Let's go, dude. Let's go. You won that Mario too. You're going for some NES stuff. I played Min CIB to limit spending to below 3K. Print doesn't matter as much for me on the nostalgia stuff. Yeah, I agree with you on that, Chokeslam. If it's nostalgia based, print doesn't matter as much. Even condition doesn't matter as much to me if I'm buying it purely for nostalgia.
$1,000.
Mario's Time Machine went for $1,680. Marvel Superheroes War of the Gems. It is a Mexico print, 9.6 A++.
$200.
There is also a Japan print on this game. But 9.6 A+ on Marvel Superheroes, that's hell of a grade on this game. I've always loved the cover art on this. Always loved the cover art on this.
$1,300.
One game left that you're going for. Best of luck to you. We only got 13 games left in the auction here. You took the Zelda PC because you'll never afford the OG? Yes, I agree. I agree.
Next lot.
Yeah, Farang, the print productions are like made in Japan, and then Nintendo gave it to made in Mexico. I think production for Nintendo went from Japan and then over to Mexico, and then when Majesco got it, they did assembled in Mexico, and that's even later in the life cycle.
$800. $850.
$1,440 there for the 9.6 A++. So this is not a Majesco release. This is Majesco, assembled in Mexico. A made in Japan release is still Nintendo produced. Or, you know what I mean? Like, still first-party production.
$950.
This is when rights were given to Majesco. And if you see this side by side on this Mega Man X with an actual Japan release, the colors are completely different. Like, you can see that Mega Man basically has black armor in this. Like, you can see how washed out he is. In the actual first production copy of the game, Mega Man is like a vibrant blue. In this, he's like the frickin' Nega Man. Nega Man. That's what we need. Like the frickin' Nega Chin. For Fairly Odd Parents fans out there. Mega Man and Nega Man. Why did they never do that?
Fair warning.
Marble Superheroes, yep. Talking with a bunch of marbles in my mouth, undamned. This is what happens when you go live for like 4 or 5 hours here in the past 2 days. If I can guess it, you'll toss me a tenner. Oh, What else would you be going for today? I don't even know, man.
$1,500.
You bought Pac-Man. I don't know what you're going for. What you desire is an enigma to me, JK.
$1,600.
Maybe the Mario World 2? I'll put that as my guess. The Mario World 2, 8.0A. Here's Michael Jordan in the Windy City, 9.2A on this.
Fair warning. Next lot.
War of the Gems was an awesome game. You replayed it when Infinity War came out. Gave a couple copies of that one. You have a couple copies of that one. Is it a beat 'em up, War of the Gems? I've never had the opportunity to play it.
Fair warning. $300.
You are $10 richer. I frickin' blew it. Michael Jordan in the Windy City goes for $1,920. Low key, extremely expensive for a factory sealed Super Nintendo game. All with that Michael Jordan crossover there. Like, that outsold Mario's Time Machine. That outsold the 9.6A Plus Player's Choice Zelda there. Like, $1,920 is a lot for a factory sealed Super Nintendo game at this time. Let alone frickin' Michael Jordan in the Windy City.
$440.
I'm gonna look this up, and we're gonna see some absolutely crazy sales, I'm sure. 9.6A last sold for $4,300 in December. 9.4A Plus also $4,300 in November. This is what, 9.2A that just sold, $1,920?
$480.
So I mean, oh my god, here, wow, there it is. 9.2A Plus sold for $26,000 last year. What in the fuck? So from there, the price leveled out big time. Like, that was an anomaly. 9.0A for $2,760 in August. That makes sense, you know. This copy is down a bit. 9.2A. Down a bit, but not awful.
Next lot.
Michael Jordan's not doing too bad.
$480.
Oh yeah, look at them Gamer Stonks, giving us all the data. All the data provided by Gamer Stonks. You need a slogan for me to say, Timothy. Today's price comps are brought to you by Gamer Stonks. Slogan. If you don't care about the games, maybe you care about the stonks. Gamer stonks. You gotta give me a fun slogan to say. Snow White happily ever after. VGA 80 plus there goes for $576. Speed Racer 9.4A.
Fair warning.
The only thing about Speed Racer that ever stands out to me is that it's part of the double pack, the rarest any Super Nintendo game. So Speed Racer, whenever I see it, I'm like, oh my god, it's the rarest game. And then I'm like, no, wait, it's just Speed Racer on its own. That's what I do every time I see Speed Racer.
Fair warning.
$1,140 for it there. Super Castlevania 4 is the Majesco release here. It is the later print, but it is a 9.6 CIB. But in being a 9.6 CIB, it is a 9.2 box. So you need to always make sure you check that. The box is the most important part for these CIBs. So for myself, if it's a 9.6 CIB with a 9.2 box, you know, like,
$2,600.
Is it really a 9.6 if your box is only a 9.2? Like, is it really? Is it? I personally don't think so. Super Mario Kart 9.4 CIB. 9.4 box, 9.2 cart, 9.2 manual, sorry, and 9.4 cartridge. My god, CIB here. I think it's a first print, though, with no game pack. Holy fuck. 9.4 went for $3,000. $3,000 for the CIB Mario Kart. Whew. No, I get what you mean, Chokeslam. I get what you mean, but I'll give you an example in just a second here. This is the Mario Kart prototype now. Super Mario Kart prototype. Very cool one. Very cool one. I think it said it was very close to final production of the game. Yeah, the game is identical to the final US release. So it's not an early prototype, it's not an early build, but a prototype all the same. And if you don't use Gamer Stonks, Greg will give you the bonks. Comps by Stonks.
$6,000.
Gamer bonks. Gamer comps by Gamer Stonks. That's two people who went with the comps there. Clearly, there was a 9 to 12 month period where the sports card guys jumped in. Now they've left. Yup. Yup. Isn't that the truth, Chokeslam? And you can see exactly where the sports cards came from there. I've never sold on whatnot. Never sold on whatnot.
Fair warning.
I think I deleted the app from my phone. This prototype here is pushing its way up to $10,000.
Fair warning. Next
Just shy of 10,000 for it? 10,200 for the prototype of Super Mario Kart. You can't believe it's so high for a final release? I don't know enough about prototypes to even really give an opinion, Chokeslam. Prototypes have never been my my jam, so.
Fair warning.
Mario RPG, though, is an 8.5A Japan print copy of the game. First print, 8.5A here. Really? Over 10K for a final is a record. Might be a record, sorry. Jesus.
Fair warning.
I didn't realize.
$2,000.
Sports card guys lost even more money on sports cards? Yep. That's just like, you know, everything. Everything is bleeding. For the frickin' bubble boys out there who don't understand, like, broader economics, people are like, oh, video games are crashed, blah, 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 what a scam. But it's like, man, look at anything. Find me something that hasn't crashed. Tell me where I should have put my money in late 2021.
Next lot. $3,000.
Mario RPG goes for $2,400 for the 8.5A. This is one I need to put on my radar here. It's gotten pretty affordable. This is one I definitely want to pick up eventually. Super Mario World is a 9.0 CIB copy here. Oh, really? SMB3 did 30K. Oh my god. Prototype SMB3. Super Mario World, 3,360 for a very nice complete in box copy. Here's Mario World 2, 8.0A factory sealed copy for 1,860. Like, arguably very expensive, or very, very affordable for Mario World 2 as well. 1,860 there. Here's first print of Super Star Wars, JVC first print. It's extremely common to find the second prints. Finding the first prints of these games in high grade, actually not easy as well, at all. Tiny Toons Buster Busts Loose. 9.8 A plus on this. Made in Japan, early production, Konami. This is actually pretty cool. I didn't realize this was a 9.8 A plus.
$1,500.
Mac Jones PSA 10 base was up to $1,800. Good God. Imagine believing in Mac Jones.
$1,600.
Now it's down to like 20. Jeez. I'm sure it's not 20, but yeah, I assume it crashed big.
Fair warning. 1,700. 1,000.
The Buster Bust Loose here is getting itself some love, pushing up to $2,000. Super Star Wars ended at 780, and I am just gonna look at the Mario World 2 here. We last saw it at the 9.68 plus for 20,000. My God, we haven't seen anything this low apparently. Looks like every copy we've seen come up has been pretty damn nice. And here is the final item in day 2. We have the Street Fighter 2 official sticker book, 2-page spread original art.
Fair warning.
So there you go. This is what it looks like all framed up for you. Pretty frickin' unbelievable, actually. It is only the art to a sticker book, so I'm sure it didn't explode in price. Yeah, it went for about $800, but like, really cool piece. Really cool piece of Street Fighter art there. That looks awesome. The final time, the clock reads an hour 19. So I was off by 9 minutes with my estimate. Can you tell I do this for a fucking living at this point? Can you tell I do this for a living? Crazy. Crazy. Unfortunately, all of the results blend together. I don't know how I can get to the page 2 results here. Let me just go back to the main screen. Yeah, well done. You want the characters out of the shadow? Hard to tell it's even Street Fighter. Yo, welcome in, Dan. Welcome in, Dan. Can we go to session 2 here? I don't know if they're going to have the results already all locked in here. We go highest first. Oh, they do. Okay, good. It's kind of out of order, though. It's a bit sporadic. You can see 5,000 here, 2,760 over here. So it's not perfect, but it doesn't look like anything sold for higher than $10,000 other than the prototype. Which means I made a good call by putting that in my title. The prototype went for 10,200. Does look like the highest thing there. And then followed by the NES action set qualified for 6,600. The Turtles looks like it's also the highest here. 5,280 for Tournament Fighters. Brings it into third place for the day. Jason Brody, you picked up the Mario RPG. Congratulations, man. Yeah, that's crazy. I want to get one myself there. I really want to get one myself. Underneath that is the Atari 75 qualified for $5,000 as well. Both of those consoles actually were like top items on day 2 here. The Ghosts and Goblins went pretty good to it, 3,360. This is so out of order because Superman's way down here at 4,000. This is so out of order. I can't give you guys a nice breakdown, unfortunately. Not an insane day overall, though, I will say. Like a much more, normal type of auction here. Obviously, everything's still premium, but much more affordable of an auction. And then tomorrow is going to be day 3 of the signature. We are going to see Sega stuff, PlayStation stuff, N64, Game Boy. Everything, every console you didn't see today is taking place tomorrow. I believe it's 84 items. It's going to be about an hour-long auction. Hopefully you guys come out for it. I know, frickin' day 3. It's auction week in America here. I'm asking the world of you guys. But come out tomorrow, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. We get to see every other console that we didn't see today. Last day of the signature. I'm pretty sure there's some GameCube in there even. Maybe 1 or 2. Cubivore for sure is there for GameCube. And Poop Slinger. Don't miss Poop Slinger, whatever you do. Whatever you do, do not miss Poop Slinger. What's it going to sell for? That's the big question. Let me just go to day 3 here. What are we sitting at here for highest bids on day 3? The Game Boy console's currently holding the spot here around $5,000, but 9.8A plus Pokemon box. And we have frickin'... This item might explode. Like, this item might explode higher than a lot of day 1 items. This is a 9.8 A++ first production, first print Halo 3 with the first to own slip sleeve on it. Limited to only 1,000 copies given out. Pontiac first to own slipcover. So this is truly the... Like, this is the de facto copy of the game to own. It's the only 9.8 A++. And you have the Pontiac first to own slip sleeve right on top. I mean, it's the slipcover's only a 6, but it doesn't really matter, I'll be honest with you, Jackie. Like, this is one of those cases where just getting the slipcover is kind of worth it. But that's my... I think this is an insane sleeper tomorrow. It's currently sitting at 3,720. I think it's going to be a 5-figure item easily. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. That's the one I'm most excited about, though. And then, where's Poop Slinger sitting at here? Come on. We have a... There he is. 9.6A plus, sitting at 1,550 right now. You guys can't miss Poop Slinger tomorrow. It's sitting at 1,860. Where's it going to fall? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Games are falling. My crab turtle fell to the floor. Crab turtle deserves more respect than that. And an NES game fell. My copy of Legends of the Diamond fell to the floor. See, it's games like that that I need to get out of my room here. Why do I have a cartridge only copy of Legend of the Diamond? And it has a bunch of damage over here. Like, it's cracked. It's fucking cracked. I can push into it. I have a cracked copy of this game. Why? Why do I still own this? I don't want to own this. So that's what I'm talking about when I just need to go through my collection and purge so much stuff. I can't do a room tour for Aang. I have a set camera. My camera is set there. It's next to me, Jackie, because I just throw shit some places. I just put stuff somewhere and I'm like, oh, I'll put this up for sale or I'll do something with it. So I put it in a spot where it's like, where it's in my field of view so that I remember to do something with it. And then I still don't do anything with it. So, you have a Mario Kart 64 1997 tournament prize controller made in Japan. What? A very controversial piece. Wow. Definitely reach out, Matthew. Yeah, they might do it for special items like that. Like, reach out to VGA because that sounds like a very cool item. A very cool item. Whether or not they'll encase it, I don't know. But definitely reach out. That's crazy, man. Sounds really cool. Are you in the Discord? Are you guys in the Discord? I'm going to go ahead and plug it right now. But if you're in the Discord, post a picture, man. I'd like to see what it is. If you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. Link in the description there. I'd love to see what it is. Yeah, they do. They say 1 of 82, I believe. I believe they're giving a hard limit on this. Only 84 copies were sold of Poop Slinger. Yep. The pump is in, baby. The pump is in. They printed 820, though. Is that all confirmed? Did they print 820 but only managed to sell 84? Does that mean there are 736 unaccounted copies of this? If you're... yeah, there's a lot of channels in there, Farang, because it acts as like a total hub. You know what I mean? If there were less channels, everyone would just pump the same. But if you want to just keep track of the collecting channels up here, like general market, general game collecting, and these channels up here, you can fully ignore social. These ones are just for help, like grade estimate, seal check, price check. Those are help channels. And then down here, it's just other shit. So if you don't want to follow like all of the channels, if you just keep track of the collecting main, these are most of the conversations that take place in the hobby. The WADA channel, VGA, the Heritage channel, these are the ones where the most conversation takes place. And as you can see, it's always very serious in the Discord. So, join the Discord. Taylor Swift is in there waiting for you. On that note, though, make sure you can sign with Heritage Auctions. Huge thanks to them sponsoring tonight. This is a signature auction, so if you're interested in getting into the next one, it's taking place July 27th to July 29th. Consignment deadline is in June. For the next signature auction, expensive, rare, premium stuff if you want to get into the signature or one of the upcoming showcase auctions. And they always take items for the Tuesday auctions we watch every single week. Yes, buy, sell, trade takes place at the very bottom, Frank. If you want to buy, sell, trade, please do keep it limited to the buy, sell, trade section. We have two things. You can do video games, you can do anything else. But yes, there is a little buy, sell, trade section down there. On that note, you guys... we're back tomorrow, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Hopefully you guys can make it out. And I will see you guys in the Discord. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. We're out of here early. Woohoo!